Over 47,000 years ago, as modern humans journeyed out of Africa, they encountered their distant cousins, Neanderthals. For around 7,000 years, interbreeding occurred, leaving a lasting genetic legacy. At first, these hybrids carried up to 50% Neanderthal DNA. But over generations, this was diluted, leaving behind only traces that proved beneficial for survival. Today, East Asians carry the highest levels, with 2.3 to 2.6%, affecting metabolism and immune responses. Europeans show slightly less, at 1.8 to 2.4%, with traits linked to immunity and skin pigmentation. Melanesians possess 1 to 2%, plus a unique 4 to 6% Denisovan heritage, critical for altitude adaptation. Meanwhile, sub-Saharan Africans carry little to no Neanderthal DNA, with traces mainly due to later back migration from other populations. These remnants of Neanderthal ancestry continue to shape our biology, evidence of an ancient encounter written in our genes. Now, let's turn our attention to another hominid called the Denisovans. Denisovan DNA, the ancient genetic legacy passed down from a mysterious group of archaic humans, still lives on in us today. But how much we carry depends on where our ancestors lived. Melanesians lead with the highest average Denisovan DNA, ranging from 4 to 6%, a heritage linked to strong immune responses and adaptations to high altitudes. Australasians follow closely, with 3 to 5%, influencing lipid metabolism and viral defenses. In East Asians, the contribution drops to just 0.1 to 0.3%, yet still plays a role in traits like skin pigmentation and the ability to respond to low oxygen. Native Americans show up to 0.2%, with evidence pointing to the EPS1 gene variant, a critical factor in surviving cold, oxygen-thin environments, especially seen in Inuit populations. Europeans, on the other hand, show negligible levels, less than 0.05%, while sub-Saharan Africans show no direct Denisovan ancestry, reflecting no historical interbreeding with this group. These traces of Denisovan DNA are more than ancient fossils in our genomes. They are living chapters of our evolutionary story. Where the Bible and science intersect, a deeper mystery unfolds. From the scriptures, we learn that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. This divine breath gave rise to the first living soul, a people of African ancestry, rooted in the soil of Eden. But later, the Bible tells of another event. The sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and giants walked the earth. A new kind of being emerged, perhaps even a new species of man. These were the offspring of fallen angels and humankind, described in Genesis 6, known for their power, stature, and renown. While science speaks of Neanderthals and Denisovans, the Bible reveals a spiritual dimension, suggesting not just evolution but intervention. Together, they tell a story of divine creation, genetic blending, and human destiny. In conclusion, science now shows that nearly every non-African person alive today carries a small percentage of Neanderthal DNA, and certain populations, like Melanesians, carry additional Denisovan genes. So while science describes the mechanism, the Bible captures the meaning. Whether seen through the lens of natural selection or divine design, the human story remains one of complexity, beauty, and purpose.